Florida State has not signed many high school recruits like Blake Nichelson in recent memory, which is why the Seminoles receiving a verbal commitment from the 2023 linebacker Tuesday could be one of their most impressive recruiting wins under head coach Mike Norvell to date. At least according to the two major recruiting services, 247 Sports, no. 189 overall, that give the Manteca, California, high product a top 200 overall ranking and 4-star evaluation. 32 linebacker, unranked overall, values Nichelson as a 3-star recruit. More FSU football, Florida State football coach Mike Norvell optimistic about team's outlook despite injuries. Update on FSU quarterback Jordan Travis, Florida State QB Jordan Travis status still up in air. Tate Rodemaker progressing closer. Look at FSU's win over Louisville. Florida State football's win over Louisville proves Mike Norvell can do more with less. Not since the 2016 class has FSU signed a high school linebacker with a higher overall recruiting ranking than Nichelson, for 247 Sports. Since 247 Sports launched in 2010, Nichelson would be tied for its 6th highest ranked recruit that the Seminoles have signed from a high school west of Tennessee. And between the 2020 to 2024 classes under Norvell, former Gilbert, Arizona, Perry quarterback Chubba Purdy represents the only other high school recruit west of Texas who signed with FSU or is a current verbal commit. Purdy transferred to Nebraska this past offseason. The Seminoles not only landed one of their best linebackers in the last decade, but they also managed to fend off practically every major West Coast program from keeping Nichelson on their side of the country. Nichelson named Oregon, UCLA, and FSU as his top 3 schools. USC, Washington, Arizona, and Arizona State were among other schools to offer him a scholarship. More FSU football injury updates. A look at injuries and updates from head coach Mike Norvell for Seminoles How FSU beat Oregon, UCLA for Blake Nichelson FSU hiring Darrick Yray as its general manager of personnel in February played a major role in Nichelson's recruitment. Yray knew Nichelson from his time as Oregon State's director of player personnel. Not to mention Yray is a native of Linden, California, which is approximately 20 miles northeast of Manteca. On May 3rd, the Seminoles offered Nichelson. Then they hosted him for a June 17th to 19th official visit and July 28th to 31st unofficial visit. He spent much of his time with Yray and linebackers coach Randy Shannon during those visits. Norvell also was involved in Nichelson's recruitment. Nichelson told the Democrat that Norvell called him the morning after FSU defeated LSU on September 4th. Having the head coach call me after a big win like that just really shows their interest level in me. That is a great look, Nichelson said. They reached out to me and asked, what did you think about the win? They were talking about, I told you how we were going to use our talent this year. You could be a part of that as well. Manteca's Blake Nichelson runs through a huge hole against Turlock High on September 9th. Manteca led 35-22 at the half. The Seminoles currently have 7 scholarship linebackers, redshirt juniors Kalen DeLoach, Tatum Bethune, Amari and Brendan Gant, redshirt sophomores DJ Lundy and Stephen Dix Jr., freshman Omar Graham Jr. Nichelson would join that group, along with fellow verbal pledge Duluth, GA, High's Demarco Ward. I had a great impression of them, especially after that LSU game, Nichelson said. The way they play linebacker is, they are kind of all over the place. That is kind of how I play already. So that is a good look for them. And also seeing one of their linebackers, DJ Lundy, score on offense was pretty cool too with Nichelson. FSU now has 15 commits in its 2023 class. 247 Sports, On3 and Rivals now rank the class no. More from FSU versus Louisville. Tate Rodemaker, Johnny Wilson leads Seminoles to victory over Louisville. 5 takeaways. Nichelson has established himself as quite the high school linebacker. He might be even more prolific as a running back. In 13 games as a high school junior last season, Nichelson recorded 49 tackles, 11 tackles for a loss and 7 sacks, while turning 208 carries into a staggering 2,231 yards and 36 touchdowns. He also caught 19 passes for 381 yards and 7 scores. Through 4 games this season, Nichelson has 10 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss and 4 pass breakups while rushing for 472 yards and 10 touchdowns on 54 carries. He also has 9 receptions for 164 yards and 4 scores. More on Jordan Travis, explaining Florida State quarterback Jordan Travis' preparation, improvement as a passer. Florida State's 2023 recruiting class. Below are the 15 recruits currently committed to Florida State's 2023 class, along with what their ranking is on 247 Sports. 3-star Vandrevius Jacobs, Vero Beach High, Fort Pierce, Florida, no. 3-star Darren Goldie Lawrence, Seminole High, Sanford, Florida, no. 4-star Lucas Simmons, Clearwater Academy International, Clearwater, Florida, no. 4-star Roderick Kearney, Orange Park High, Orange Park, Florida, no. 6 interior offensive linemen, no. 4-star Samuel Singleton, Fleming Island, Orange Park, Florida, no. 4-star Lamont Green Jr., Gulliver Prep, Miami, no. Junior college transfer Jaden Jones, Hutchinson CC, Montgomery, Alabama, unranked. 4-star Keldrick Falk, Highland Home, Alabama, no. 4-star Keith Sampson Jr., New Bern High, New Bern, North Carolina, no. 3-star Tavian Gatson Jenkins, Savannah, Georgia, no. 4-star Blake Nichelson, Manteca High, Manteca, California, no. 3-star Demarco Ward, Duluth High, Duluth, Georgia, no. 4-star Kenton Kirkland Rains, Jacksonville, Florida, no. 3-star Quindarius Jones, Meridian High, Meridian, MS, no. 3-star Jabril Rawls, Pensacola Catholic, Pensacola, Florida, no. No one covers the Noles like the Tallahassee Democrat. This article originally appeared on Tallahassee Democrat. FSU football recruiting, linebacker Blake Nichelson commits to Seminoles.